Welcome to Talking Trail. Tonight we have as a special guest, Jaime Black. Welcome to Talking Trail.
Thanks for having me, Rob.
Hey, Jamie.
Annie's back, and Annie's returning to fitness after an injury.
She's hiking.
She's hiking.
Yes. No, it's good to be back, and it's nice to be back here. And we're going to start with hiking first and then lead into some running soon.
Yeah, because you've got the clock ticking on UTMB.
What are we up to?
65 days.
Days to UTMB. Okay. So working with a physio, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Sort
of like got a stepped program of milestones.
I do.
When I'm at this point, and then this to get you ready for UTMB.
So I'm coming back. I've got a fracture in my cartilage. I also found that we don't need it. It's preferred, but to do what we do, I can get away without it. Mm-hmm. I have been running without years, but it just means strength, get the body to pick up what is missing, you know? So I've had 2 PRPs, and do you know what they are? Yeah. Yep. And
been there, done that.
Yes. And I think they've been successful. Okay. I'm about 1 week off my last one. So it's about 3-week cycle, and then you feel the benefits. Most of the time you do 3 PRPs, but my doctor and I have agreed to be approaching because you have to rest afterwards, and I'm running out of time. I need it. I'll have it. But if I'm at like 95, 98% better next time, then we're probably just going to leave it at the 2 and see how I go. Yeah.
And what are you doing as cross-training in your fitness?
So I've been doing a lot of I never spent any time in the gym, which has been a blessing in disguise, I think, just to finally get some strength. I mean, I'm useless. Like I do everything wrong, but at least I'm there, and I'm starting to enjoy it because it's all I could do. I did at first some swimming, so running on water, with a little floaty thing around me, and that was good, but it's gotten really cold. So I'm in the gym more, and then I got the green light for hiking and just being able to see some sunrises. Oh, I missed it so much, yeah. So I think with my plan for UTMB, I mean, it is quite a lot of hiking anyway. So even if I'm not fully back running I won't be what I was doing before. That volume, I won't be able to just, like, the knee won't cope. So between now and then, it's going to be day on, day off, and it might be a lot more hiking, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. So, like, doing repeat this morning was Elizabeth Lookout, so just up and down the stairs. I find stairs at the moment are a little bit safer because it's not uneven, like do you know what I mean? Like it's just a safer terrain for me, because downhill is actually what I fear the most. When I got told I could go hiking again, I'm like messaged everyone, goat track, down Kadumba, up goat track, and then I woke up in a cold sweat going, I can't do that. So I realised that I've got to start slow, but if it's a small amount of time, and I was cooked. Like I was at the top of that. I think we did like 3 or 4 repeats, and it was
so just down to the water and up. Like,
yeah. I wish the water was at the top.
Did you do the multiple trails? Because there's like 2 options. There's like a rough track and a one that they've worked on and put stairs in. Right?
No, I did the stair one. So there are options, and then Pat was telling me you can go down the stairs and up the other side, which I've never done.
Bunyan Lookout.
Yes. Yep. So maybe when I'm getting a bit more adventurous, I'll do that. But basically I plan to hit like Perry's and Lockleys, which are basically hiking anyway. So, yeah, we'll see.
So you're already looking at your pace when you're hiking and going, like, is this on track? You know,
yeah. I mean, we hiked Falconbridge Point the other day, and it was like very quick for a hike. So I'm already looking at like, I don't have any confidence to actually go for a trot or run. Like I thought that I would be by now sort of going, I think I could have a little test. And that is one thing that's a little bit concerning, that I've got zero confidence. But I'm hoping that in a few weeks' time that confidence will come back, because it is a little bit daunting thinking.
Surely after a couple of K you'll be like,
I think so. I hope so. Yeah.
It might be just a mental barrier.
I think that's it.
At the moment.
Yeah. I actually asked Quinton on the weekend, because he's been out injured as well. And I said, how do you get over that first hurdle of just having confidence to run downhill and your knees not, or whatever's hurt doesn't hurt again? And yeah, he just said it's time. and I'll get back there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And are you hiking with running vests full of mandatory gear yet?
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, I did wear a vest when I did Megalong, but it was not really full of anything. But that's a good idea. And I might start using poles.
Yeah, I was going to say using poles because we're going to be using
We're
poles.
going to use them, so I might as well start using them
absolutely.
now.
Yeah.
So it's good practice.
Although on stairs, poles can be a bit awkward.
They are.
And from what I understand, UTMB doesn't have a whole lot of stairs.
Not a lot of stairs, no. So maybe once I get off my stairs and my next step might be next week doing like, I thought even your Grandview track.
Yeah.
That might be a good one to do.
Yeah, and there's some mountain bike tracks there too, which are steep as well. But,
And I could take my poles and do repeats of that. So one thing I am good at is I don't mind repetitiveness. Like I remember one day I did 30 Ks on Bruce Road just because I just couldn't think of anything else to do.
Yeah.
So I don't mind repetitiveness. I can do that. So I'll just find myself a really steep hill and just go up and down it.
Yeah, well, that boring work is what's going to pay off, isn't it? That's where training is.
I think so too. It's that
or even
mental.
going out to Whitecross and doing like Blue Gum and these things.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's fire trail. It's not single track, but you know,
the
again,
Yarramundi side.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a good hill to do. Actually, we did use poles up there, didn't we? Yeah.
So you're
That's
also
enough
heading
about
off to
me.
UTMB.
Yes.
Before we really start talking about you, but I just
Yeah.
wanted to see how you know, are you fit? You well?
I'm surprisingly well after,
Excellent.
massive. This has been the biggest training load I've had ever. And, UTA 100 and got back into training a couple of weeks after that. And, everything sort of
Feels good.
feels like I'm like at the upper limit of what I can accept of training load. But, so far so good.
Yeah, because you had, I would call it your breakout year last year with qualifying for UTMB this year with the UTA miler. I mean, would you call it your breakout year?
I think it's just kind of been like a steady
Progression.
trajectory of improved results and more confidence running and longer distances too. Like I was saying, in 2023 was my first UTA 50, and that kind of really gave me the bug. Like, what's next? And then I did 100, and then conveniently.
So you went from what to the 50?
So I did Jabulani Challenge 22K and a few of the Sydney Trail Series races between about like 2022 and 2023.
Okay.
And then, I actually did photos for UTA, or when it was called the North Face back in the day.
Did you?
I just for 1 year with Aurora Images, and so I knew about the event, and then it kind of just fell off my radar. I was doing other things. I was more focused on mountain bikes and things like that. And then I started running because just for fitness, like time efficiency over cycling, and then
Because were you mountain biking?
grew up mountain biking. Always loved that, and riding dirt bikes with the family and things like that as well. But
So trails were there, but not necessarily running.
Not on feet.
Exactly right. And
Sometimes it goes the other way, doesn't it? Running, and then we go to mountain bike when our knees are stuffed.
good point. You get some suspension.
That's it.
So it was actually, as a kid, we used to build some trails in my parents' backyard. Had a bit of land behind it and things like that. We're building mountain bike tracks and
cool. Did you do all OBR?
No, I don't know.
Oh, Bathurst Road trails.
Yeah, we used to ride them, but it was always a joke amongst mates, like, oh, what if there was some sort of like downhill running, because we were into downhill mountain biking. But it's pretty well what we do.
We always run up it.
Now that's what we do.
That's right.
Thursday morning is every week we run up the old Bathurst Road mountain bike downhill track.
So basically I did UTA 50 in 2023, and that was about 7.5 hours, and it was like the hardest thing I'd ever done. It was my first marathon distance. I got to the marathon and bonked immediately right before the forest. And then, so came back for UTA. Well, then I did Hounslow that year as well.
Yeah, the marathon?
No, sorry, that wasn't until 2024.
Yeah.
So basically, I didn't do much for the rest of that year, and then I came back for UTA 100 the next year. I was like, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
So, but I really started training more consistently.
Yeah.
And it's funny, looking back over the years, that's progressed dramatically. What I would call consistent now is so much more than what I was doing back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have really patchy months and weeks in 2023 and 24.
But you're so consistent
and now it's full on. So, but yeah, I really took advantage of the major status of UTA last year because from what I saw this year was dramatically more competitive.
Yeah, it was
the internationals had a little bit more time to prepare and decide that was going to be their race. And
it was a much faster race, wasn't it, this year? Like the winner was quicker. It was
something like 2 hours.
And the female winner, I remember I saw her result and was like, wow. Like, yeah. So I think I'm a bit similar to you. I luckily fluked that first year ticket over. But yeah. So I guess you've got, like I said, so you qualified for UTMB this year, but then you started this year really well as well with 6 foot. So you did what was it, the PB, 15 minutes?
Yeah, so last year, after UTA last year, I went and did Hounslow and 6 foot. So I did Hounslow. I always had Hounslow booked in because that's like one of my favourite races in the mountains. But then 6 foot had been deferred from the beginning of the year, and a ticket opened up, and I managed to snag a ticket, not realising they were a week apart.
I remember thinking you were crazy because I ran the 6 foot that year and then volunteered at Hounslow, and I couldn't believe it when I saw, was it you and Justin turn up? And I was like, how are you?
Yeah, we both did it.
I was hardly
I conned him into it.
And then to go from 6 foot to probably, I reckon, the hardest marathon in Hounslow, don't you think?
Well,
like 42 kilometres? Like
Mount Solitary Ultra has redefined my hardest marathon this year, for sure. But Hounslow is a very different beast to 6 foot.
Yes, and I was impressed to see them two back up while I just rang the cowbell as they went past.
No, I wasn't going to miss Hounslow, and I'm actually really glad it was in that order because 6 foot was a new race for me, and it was nice to, and a bit quicker as well. Much quicker.
It's much runnable, like much more runnable. Quicker, and then this year you took 15 minutes off that time.
Yes, so last year I did 4:13, and then this year at 6 foot I was like, I really want to go under 4 hours, and did 3:55.
Yeah,
so I was very happy with that.
That's one thing I've noticed with you, Jamie. When you set a time for yourself, you seem to always.
I've been lucky, but 2 exceptions to that was Mount Solitary Ultra and UTA this year. I wanted to go under 11 hours, and just scraped in a bit over, but I'm still
had a great day.
Really stoked with that day, and learned a lot out there as well. Had like a middle portion around the Nelly's Glen area where I was like feeling a bit bloated and things weren't sitting right in the gut, and sort of overcame that. But otherwise super strong start and finish. I was really, really happy with that. But still, like, hats off to Michael Dunstan. To take 2 hours plus off what I did is unfathomable. It's
impressive. Yeah. Very impressive. Yeah. I think I saw you, the only time I saw you was along Cliff Drive, and I must have known I was that was like 1.5 kilometre into the UTA 100. And Jamie came up and said hello, and I didn't even know it was him. I was already like, inside my head. It wasn't until you went past me, and then I went, oh, that was Jamie. But, super impressed with the UTA and qualifying again next year for the CCC.
So
2 years in a row, potentially?
It's going to be very hard to make happen. I think that one we'll see. We'll have to give that
maybe see what happens this year.
Yeah, that's right. But I am fly back to Australia. I can't wait to get back to Sham.
I bet that's going to happen.
I think I've consumed all of the UTMB content on YouTube there is.
Me too.
Yeah, just trying to soak it up and
now all my feeds are getting flooded with Sham.
Yeah. The what is it? The Mont Blanc 90K on this weekend.
Oh man. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they chose the same weekend as
Western States.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, we'll talk about Western States.
We'll
come back to that.
Yes. Yeah, and then more recently, Woodford to Glenbrook.
Yeah.
So that's a different race all again.
Yeah, not one that I was expecting to have such a good run at. I was really happy with that.
Fourth place.
Fourth
place. And to know the 3 in front of you.
Yeah.
I mean, that Elijah's time was sensational.
Yeah.
I think he was faster than a quarter of the field of the mountain bikers.
Really?
No.
Yeah. So, I mean, then they left an hour earlier, so he wasn't like running in amongst them. But, but they finished. But his time. Like, apparently I was talking to some people that when he came in and they were just doing the presentations for the mountain bike
Might have been a bit surprising.
And they're like, oh, look at you, they're watching.
The runner.
Holy crap.
That is mad. Yeah, he's really got a bright future in front of him.
Absolutely. It did surprise me. I know, obviously, we've been leading up to this interview for a number of months now. So I've certainly had you on my radar. And I was really surprised how fast you were. Like at this time of year, because I was just expecting it's so many weeks to UTMB, to miler, that all your training is going to be really that heavy slog. And so, I was like, okay, someone's been doing some speed work.
Tuesday morning.
Tuesday to the river.
Been paying off for me. It's something I wanted to keep in the mix. I really I've developed my own week over just soaking up as much info as possible. I don't have a coach. So and now I feel like I've learned enough that I owe it to myself to continue building on that. And so over the past 12, 18 months, I've really consolidated a weekly structure in and sort of just adjust that toward whatever race I'm building toward. And it started with hill sprints. I've always tried to do intervals because everyone does intervals. That's what you do makes you a better runner, makes you fitter, right? But never really placed a Y or anything like that. And so after the miler last year, I was like, now, that's a result. I'm feeling really good about this. Let's, lean into running and a bit even more. I was already very committed at that point, obviously, to do the miler. But, so I read the Training for the Uphill Athlete, Scott John's book, and, just tried to soak up as much as I can out of that. How to, real professionals train and what can we do with that? And it started with obviously doing a lot more sub-aerobic volume, and after that I was like, I really want to add some quality in, so I started adding hill sprints in, and they felt really good, and I was finding myself running a bit quicker in places.
What did that look like? Runs. Was that at the end of a long run, or you'd find a hill? Or?
I would just tack it onto the end of an easy run. Yeah, so I'd do maybe 10 or 15 Ks, and then at the end of that, try and end up on a very steep hill.
Yes.
Even middle of a run, wasn't too scientific about it. Yeah. But then just 6 to 8, 10-second all-out hill sprints, and with walk back rest. Say goodbye to your average elapsed pace on the activity. No more Strava Pride, but we're doing it for a job.
Yeah, and it's obviously working.
Well, it did really good. Yeah, it felt good with my running form, I suppose. And then that led into all right. Now I want to do some actual intervals. So I've been doing 4 by 6 minutes, 5 by 6 minutes, and then dabbling with a few different training apps as well. So I'm self-coach, but I'm always trying to see what's out there, and just trying to pick a bit of stuff from everywhere, and
bit from column A, bit from column B.
Yeah, John Albin's app, the Ascend app, recommended for me last week 10 by 4 minutes, and I was wow, that's a good 10 more minutes at threshold than I've been doing, but we'll give it a crack. And so went and did that, and
how did it feel?
Good. Yeah, 4 minutes is a manageable time. And I tried to just do it at the same pace I've been doing 6-minute intervals at, and I'm just experimenting, really, and just seeing what works and what doesn't, and trying to add little things and progress my weeks as it goes on without tipping over the edge where I'm not recovering from it. And it's getting a bit scary lately because I'm adding more and more and more, and it's become that Friday when we run a fairly cruisy, hilly half marathon that's my only easy run.
That's your easy run to become a half marathon.
That's your only easy run for the week?
Yes, pretty well. Right. Yeah, okay. So, do you want to know the weekly structure at the moment?
Yeah, why not? Yeah. I mean, don't try this at home. Yeah. Silly.
Monday is what I would say is the rest day, right? Yes. And that's when I go to the gym and train upper body.
So it's not complete rest?
No. I can't sit still.
No.
I've got to get up and do things. And then Tuesday is intervals, speed work. Yes. On a deload week, I will just do an easy run with some hill sprints in it, or maybe some strides. Just something that still turning the legs over but not really adding to fatigue. Yeah. And then Wednesdays at the moment is legs in the gym, and then half an hour, 40 minutes of incline uphill treadmill.
I've seen that. So are you running that treadmill on the incline?
Yeah. So I just put on, it's very slow pace, but like 15% at 6 kilometers an hour. So 10-minute kilometers, which like hikeable pace, but just
jogging it.
And basically the point of that is to bridge the gap in how much vert I can accumulate each week. Like, the uphill treadmill, besides like being heat training because you're in a gym and it's so hot in the gym,
it would be,
doesn't really add a lot of load.
Yes.
But it does
get your vert.
It does get the vert, and it also is.
But straight after
legs.
On
leg legs. Oh, I can see that now. So you got tired legs.
Fine, to be honest. Yeah. I've like always, not always, as like I've never planned it like this, but lifting weights, like training legs, and then going for a run. I don't mind it. I don't find them to be similar. Like even the DOMs that I get from training weights, the 2 or 3 Ks into a run, it's no big deal. I don't think I would purposely do legs and then the next day do intervals. I'd do it the other way around, specifically for that reason. But I think I'm probably just at 80% capacity as well. I'm not like doing both sessions at 100%.
Gotcha.
And like my leg training now, I'm conscious of the fact that it leads into the next 4 days of the week as well, which are all running. So I don't want to give myself crippling DOMs with the legs. So my leg training in the lead up to UTMB is like strictly maintenance, which, from a typical runner's perspective, it probably doesn't seem like maintenance or easy lifting to be like squatting 100 kilos or whatever like that. But my background before running was bikes and weights.
Yeah.
And now, and I added running to that as like another facet of my fitness.
Yeah.
Are you doing a lot more like single leg work in the gym now?
Yeah. So a lot more like single leg RDLs and Romanian deadlifts and calf raises, tib raises, and lunges as well. So whereas back like previously it would just be like heavy squats. Zercher squats, which people have seen where you put it in your crook of your elbow, or heavy deadlifts as well, things like that like just add a lot of fatigue that don't specifically help running so much. I think over the years that lifting weights and training legs has really helped me avoid injury, like be a bit more resilient and durable, but it hasn't really helped me like just be able to climb for longer or and I don't even think it really helps that much with like descending durability. Like that's something I really focused on this year is running down hills, then running back up hills. Right? Because
you did Kadumba as a Saturday run, didn't you?
Yeah, I've been doing that for 2-3 months, every Saturday, Sunday, or Sunday.
Well, we go hard down.
Not necessarily hard, but just running hills more. Right? So, and especially that downhill straight back into uphill pattern, because at 6 foot last year, I cramped really hard at the top of at Pluvi, which I think a lot of people do. So I specifically wanted to address that because 6 foot is a long, gradual downhill into a long climb. So you get like this really fast turnover with impact into a slow grinding climb, and I think that really compounds turns into cramps. So this year,
and then you've got all that runnable black.
Exactly, there's so much time to be made or lost, right? Yeah. So, and this year was an entirely different story. I got to the top of Pluvi and ran. Ran from there.
Yeah.
But
and then
Thursday
hills.
Yes, at the moment I'm doing hill reps of Grandview in Mount Riv, which we've built up from 3 to 4, and like looking tomorrow to add 5. So it's about an hour of just down. And
what is the distance of that? Do you go on the road or just trail?
No, just trail. We just run out past the shops, past the fire truck gate there. Yeah, there's a little gate there, and you go to basically the top of the hill, and then it opens up into an area. You can keep going down to the lookout. There's nothing, but the runnable trail is just a winding fire trail.
Yeah, and what's the vert up?
I think it's about 120 metres, 125 metres
so
over 1K.
Again, good value.
Yeah, really similar to Bee's Nest, but shorter in distance. So I think Bee's Nest is about 1.5 Ks, whereas Grandview is 1K. And we just go out there, and I start the timer at the top on the first descent and just cruise down. I don't want to roll ankles or anything like that. I'm just trying to be safe. We're doing it in the dark. And then cruise back up. We run the whole time. Some would argue I should be doing a bit more hiking because we're going to do a lot of that in UTMB, and running doesn't necessarily translate. But yeah, that Thursday session has really as well as the incline treadmill has really just like got me more comfortable with just sitting in on a climb at a comfortable pace and just going to the end instead of just going like, oh, there's the top, or I know the top's around that corner, or whatever, like things like that. That's like the mentality I would have had in the past, where it's now it's just like, oh, we can just sit in here, and I think that's going to be.
Now, you did say we.
Yes.
So you're not doing this on your own.
No.
So being self-coached, though, you're setting a program at the beginning of the week or fortnight or month and then trying to stay on that.
Yes.
So are your running buddies just doing whatever your session is?
Yeah. And like they pick and choose when they want to come along. But,
and Jamie's really good at organising social runs as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
doesn't sound like he does too many social runs, though.
Well, that's
it's one day a week.
Friday. But yeah, I think well, what I can see is that Jamie would set up his program, but he's happy to have people join.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Because company's always best, isn't it?
For sure. Yeah. And we all get better running together, bounce some different ideas, and you know, one of the most important things that for me, like, because Damo is always coming out with us, and is not wanting to text him in the morning and say, "Hey, man, I'm just going to sleep in today."
Yeah.
Right. So knowing that someone else is going there is accountability, and it's a reason to show up.
Yeah,
and,
that's exactly right.
You know, like at this point, I kind of got that groove very well greased in that I just. Yeah, I'm a bit tired.
You're going to do it.
I'll just get out
and
go.
Anyway.
It's always worthwhile.
It is.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But then, like, when, like, I'm training hard and I'm, like, trying to do well and trying to get better and better, and, it does close the door to some degree on social runs, unfortunately.
There has to be a time where you're going, well, your intervals are probably usually solo.
Yeah, always. Yeah, almost always. Actually, I had my friend Mitch come along this week, and after the week after Woodford Glenbrook. So everything was backed off. The seriousness was lower. Yeah. But,
Yeah.
So, that sort of stuff. And even on the hill repeats on Thursdays, we just go at our own pace.
Yeah,
so
that's
someone,
right. Well, that's
someone
the
does
beauty
3
of a
reps,
repeat.
someone does 5 reps.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Doesn't matter. You're still crossing each other.
High five as we pass.
Nice.
And then lock in and do your own thing.
Yeah.
But then, Fridays, social half, 20 to 22 Ks usually, up in Winmalee. And then Saturday and Sunday are, at the moment, dedicated long runs, getting as much vert as possible.
So you heading up to Blackheath for that, or where?
So
Kadumba again? Or?
Yeah, Kadumba as well as the Gross as well.
You're going to touch on Mount Sol?
Yes.
You're going to make up with Mount
I went back on a couple of weekends ago. So my brother-in-law and some of our family were camping on Mount Solitary.
Yeah.
So I went out and did a night run. Tried to come across them, but I swear there was about 100 people camping on Mount Solitary. Every time I've been across it in the night twice, and the first time there was half a dozen tents.
Yeah.
This time
was it like the long
Chinaman's
weekend
Gully
or something?
was wall to wall.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was actually.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I couldn't believe the number of people camping, and I ended up not catching up with them. But and to be honest, by that point, crossing Mount Solitary at night is an absolute nightmare because the trail is so hard to follow.
It's hard during the day, let alone at night.
Yeah, so I got 3/4 of the way.
And those low breaks being on a dark.
For sure.
Really slow down.
Which is you're always looking at where your feet place.
So I guess touching on Mount Sol, like I always say, in every race or event, you pick up a new tool, you put it in your toolbox. Have you learnt anything from good or bad from events you've done that you're going to try and take into other races?
Oh, of course, you always learn something. Don't you? Like Mount Solitary Ultra this year, I thought it was actually my peak week of training for UTA 100, right? So I'd already done 70 Ks in the lead up to that. We went and did goat track the day before it.
He actually messaged and said, are you coming to the goat track? I go, we've got Mount Solitary tomorrow. Are you crazy? And I said no.
Yeah. I just fully leaned into the fact that that's going to be good. And then I showed up the next day and I was like, I've been running well. I'll try and I felt good. I'll try and hang with the top guys. And I had set a 5K PB down Kadumba. I got to the river at, well into my threshold, and I just started feeling terrible from the minute I started climbing the coal, and I'd sort of honed it back in a little bit, but I was having gut problems as well, just maybe from the intensity. I've been working on that, but run your own race.
Yes.
And I've been actually dialing back sodium lately as well. I think that's what's been giving me some gut trouble.
You upped it too much.
Yeah, I was just getting it from too many sources. So I've been using Big's Nutrition, and the gels and the drink mix all have electrolytes. Yeah. So I've been just experimenting with plain water. So I'm getting less carbs per hour, but no electrolytes in my drink. Okay, and so I'm just already feeling a lot better with that.
That's good.
And that's what I think that's what led to me having like some bloating and just like burping and things during solitary and UTA. And
you did get it in UTA as well.
Yeah, I didn't learn the lesson.
Yeah, heading up Nelly's, you said.
Yeah.
So, because I was going to ask you whether you thought that was something that you'd had at the Megalon Road aid station, but then you sort of went, "Oh, I've had too much" or something. Or
so like all the way through to 6 foot, I was great. Like in UTA, I felt amazing all the way through there. A funny story we should touch on is that I left my vest at home the morning of UTA. So
what a start!
Damo, who had paced our mate,
your run vest,
my actual run vest,
didn't realise,
like with all my mandatory gear and everything in it, I left on my couch. Packed the car with my flasks and gels and drop bag type stuff that my crew was going to use, and left my running vest on the couch.
When did you realise that? When you got out at Katoomba?
Yeah, when I got out of the car and I went to put it on.
What was your instant, like, my heart would have just dropped?
Yeah, pretty much. I thought the race was over.
Oh.
And I actually messaged Damo, who had paced the miler the night before, and he goes, "Just use mine." I'm like, we're all the same. We're the same size. Yeah, you've already got flasks. You've already got
all the mandatory gear.
The mandatory gear for the mile is the same.
Maybe a bit sweaty pack.
It's terrible. It was very terrible, and no poles either.
And no poles.
Yeah. So
were you planning on using them?
Yeah. Fully intended on using poles from.
So you didn't use them up Iron Pot?
No.
And not down Iron Pot?
No.
So did you have someone bring you?
Yeah. My pack caught up with me at 6'1".
Right, gotcha.
Yeah. And so I had it for up to Nelly's.
And you had your nutrition, didn't you?
Yeah. I had flasks. I just had to take flasks from later in the day, put them in his pack, and it all worked out perfectly fine because later in the day I just decided that's when I realised. Well, because Damo put me onto it, he caught up with me later in the day. I said, "Tell me why I'm burping foam." He said, "Electrolytes."
Too much.
Yeah, so I just went back to plain water, kept my gels going, and then everything settled.
Stop then?
Yep, everything settled.
Okay. I've not heard of that. So too much sodium.
Well, I had the sweat test done with Gilly.
Yes.
Before, like 3 months before UTA, we did lactate and sweat testing, and he gave me my sodium figure, which is like 690 milligrams per litre at like hard effort, which is relatively low. And with 2 gels and a strong serve of drink mix, I was getting close to like 900. Okay. So I was like, over 4 or 5 hours, that really adds up, obviously.
That would.
Yeah. So
okay.
I was just doing it, poisoning myself out of runs.
Have you changed anything since then, like with your nutrition? Like on the weekend, did you do anything different?
At
Woodford
Glenbrook. Honestly, I think that one could have got away with no nutrition and just water. But I did. I had calf gels. I had one before the race and one about after the helipad.
Yeah.
So, 12 k's in. And then I've just been experimenting with like sugar mixed in water as well as a nutrition source because
cost effective.
It costs nothing. 90 grams of sugar is something like 45 cents. And it works fine.
I have to admit, when I saw you post that, I was like, is that how much sugar I'm putting into my body with all the drinks and gels?
Yeah, 1 gram of sugar is 1 gram of carbs.
But when you actually see it, it's like, oh.
Yeah. It's a lot of food.
I started to think of my teeth and my...
Yeah.
Well, they always say that about a can of Coke or a can of Fanta.
That's right,
That's right. Yeah. And do you think you would do that? You wouldn't use that in a race?
Well, I did and would for the Glenbrook.
You used the sugar?
Yeah. I mostly as an experiment because like that race wasn't like super
not your A race,
to me.
not your B race.
I was kind of like, there's going to be a bunch of fast road guys who are going to come and smash me in this race. So I was like, not that worried about it. I was we'll just see how it goes, which has worked in my favour, I guess.
Yeah.
But in the end, I ended up only having like 1 sip of the sugar and my calf gels and water.
And that was enough.
Yeah, I didn't take on a lot of nutrition.
It was short enough.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's well under 2 hours. It's
Would you do that event again?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm disappointed I had to pull out. You've obviously done it. Yeah.
No, it's a fun run. It's the closest thing to a road race I've done. aside from obviously I did city to
half of it is. I'm not, to be fair.
I know. Did you go Bennett?
You go Bennett's, but
even it's just an exercise.
And another Breen event with Running Wild. They do such a great job. Like, it's just, I wanted to be around it just because I didn't want to miss out. And just being at the finish line and start line, like, Yeah.
And I watched Cam Winfield's GoPro video.
Oh, yeah.
For like the winning mountain bike rider. And holy crap, they were flying.
Flying, right? Yeah.
Far out. Yeah. Did you see any bikes? No.
I saw some of the sweep riders because
flat.
Yeah. And they kept coming up behind me, and I was thinking it was the runner behind me because the guy who I overtook, Quinn.
Yes.
I watched him overtake Andy Lee by like really hammering a steep downhill, right? And then I sort of just caught the two of them on the next climb.
Yeah.
And then then it went steep downhill again. He's going to catch me if I don't put it in here.
Yeah.
And then so I'd like really committed to that downhill to the next climb.
Yeah.
Put a bit of a gap in, but I was forever waiting for him to just catch me on the gradual downhill toward the end. And thankfully it didn't happen. So, but it was really good exercise in efficiency and form that race, because you just could think the whole time, stop being passive, like, relax your shoulders, like less effort for the same pace. Let's go. Turn the legs over and be comfortable. And,
So you were focusing on your form?
Yes.
While you're
running, it was the only thing to think about, isn't it? Like, otherwise I just think about, oh man, I've got 9 Ks left, I've got 8.5 Ks left.
Right.
Try not to think about that, and just, I know the trail well enough that I knew where I was anyway, but I was quite happy with the pace that I was holding down that trail, and just trying to make sure that I could continue to do that without getting any cramps or anything like that. I was kind of like waiting for a cramp to come on, because it's that repetitive where you don't get that reprieve of, okay, now there's an uphill.
So prior to COVID, so you've mentioned that you're into dirt bikes and mountain bike riding.
Yeah.
You really hit the racing, running. Quite well. So what's your background in terms of sport? Like, what did you do as a kid or a teenager?
Well, as a kid, I played soccer.
Yeah.
Not just, normal kid playing soccer. No accolades or anything there. And then mountain biking, I enjoyed. We did a little bit of racing with Western City Mountain Bike Club. Never really went anywhere with it, but I always had a great time. And that was the hobby that I did with mates as well. We were all into downhill, and eventually that turned into like the enduro riding, because you get a bit older and you're like, I actually want to be able to ride to the trails and get around and things. So always been active. We grew up water skiing as a family as well. And then when I moved out of home, I sort of got into road cycling through some of the guys I was working with. Like just socially, just fitness based, like just, I guess I always wanted to do something to be fit, not always that consistently, but road cycling, and then just started dabbling in running again. I actually broke my leg riding dirt bikes when I was 18, and that stopped me from running for nearly 10 years. Wow. And then I got my first dog that was my own, and he was always keen to, like, he was always that full of energy, wanted to run. So I was like, let's run for a bit. And then, that started with, we run from one end of the field to the other, and then, actually, my leg doesn't hurt. Maybe I can go and do a kilometre. And, then soon enough it was 10 Ks at 190 beats a minute, because I thought running was sprinting, and, that started the journey.
Anyway.
Maybe I can do a 10K or a 15K and then a half marathon, and there's a race that's this long, and had a few mates who were much better than me at running, and that's when I got introduced to the Sydney Trail Series, and I guess.
So from there. How do you balance all this training? 4 a.m, get up every day, young family, work.
I have a very patient wife and a patient boss. But since my son Thomas has arrived, he's 8.5 months old now. I have been strict. It's morning or it doesn't happen, and that's been really good with accountability of just get up.
Does that include gym work?
Yes. Yeah. So every training session is early morning, except we'll see how the long runs go. Getting closer to UTMB, I'll probably bite off a little bit more time on one of the weekend days for myself to do these longer runs, just through necessity of not, I can't get up at 3 a.m, 4 a.m. every single day. Sometimes you've got to sleep as well.
Effect.
I'm 90% of my training is from home or nearby home, so I'm coming back home after training before work, and it's not a great deal of help, but it's
you're there
helping a little bit, and saying good morning more than anything.
Yeah, that's
being
right.
around and get to see him waking up.
I mean, and during the early morning, I assume hopefully they're still asleep. Like
that'll be nice to think about. It hasn't been the smoothest sleep journey, but like I said, Karina is amazing. She's very patient and very she's a perfect mum. So.
And you're taking them with you to Europe?
Yes, we're all going to Europe, which is going to be an adventure in itself.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. 10 months old on the plane.
10 months old. This is my first trip anywhere further than New Zealand.
Yeah, 10 months old in Chamonix.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So,
nice.
Yeah. And, my work starts at 8 a.m, so I have that morning window.
Yeah. And it's not too
which
far
in a manageable
from home,
way,
so,
that's right.
Good. And then afternoons are family time.
Yeah, come home and, do the family thing and
nice.
whatever needs doing around the house and, they go to bed reasonably early as well to try and they're trying to get that routine in place. So
you're going to bed really?
I get the opportunity to go to bed relatively
early. 4 a.m. every morning.
Yeah, so I'm always trying to be in bed by about 9.
Yeah, it's good.
Very good.
Yeah, but at the moment I'm doing a bit of sauna as well in the evenings.
Oh, yeah, nice.
I've got one of those steam tents, like the sort of cheap ones with a kettle that feeds into a steam tent.
Hey, it works.
And I'm trying to do that. It's really tough, but hopefully that's a little bit of help with the altitude thing that we're going to face. So,
that's good. I go to sauna all the time.
You're probably sorted. Yeah, but I can barely stand. I can barely sit in that thing.
Really?
It's all I can do is stand there for 15 minutes. It's like 50 degrees, but it's steam, so it's not the same as a dry sauna.
Yeah.
I'd love to know what a dry sauna is like now, because I've just been doing the steam one.
Yeah, you might find you can stay in there because they get up to about the one that I go to about 90 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you sort of do
dry and wet heat.
It's different.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, it's exciting times, isn't
it? It is. It's a full plate between work, family, and training.
Do you ever wake up and go, no, I can't do it?
I can't swallow that. I can't.
I know.
Look, I can't go and I've got this training week planned out.
Yeah.
If I'm fit and not injured, there's no good reason not to do it.
Yeah.
Maybe you slept badly. Well, you're going to be pretty tired on UTMB as well. So just go and do it, and hopefully you'll sleep better tomorrow night.
So what do you find drives you to get out of bed and to not only fulfill the program that you've set yourself, but to write the program and say, this is what I'm setting myself this week?
Is it
what's the driver other than, I mean, obviously you've got a ticket.
Yeah.
You got the ticket to go to
you're chasing
the World Champ UTMB.
Probably one of the biggest things in your life right now. You're chasing that. Like, is that what drives you?
Well, I'm kind of scared of it, to be honest. But also I want to do it justice, right?
Yeah.
I want to be able to confidently go in and say, I'm going to get through this.
Yeah.
Anyway, like if it becomes really hard, we're still going to do it. And, but I also really want to have a good shot. Like I've had in the past couple of years, nearly every race day, I've been able to show up and give my best and come away with the result that I feel like I deserved, if not a little bit better than I deserved.
Yeah.
And, I'd like to repeat that pattern at UTMB. Like that's, so I feel like, we're going to spend all this money and take the family to Europe and it's going to be an amazing experience no matter what.
Yeah.
And, I know that even on the hardest points of the course and my lowest lows, hopefully I can summon the courage to just
look around,
look up and see what's around me and just go, you know what, this ain't so bad. I can suffer through this for a little while.
Yeah.
So
it's a pretty special place to be. Well, I hope.
But once again, I have one of these time goals that is, not necessarily anchored in reality. Just
are we putting that time out there?
See, I don't even know what's realistic. Like the safe goal that I'd like to put out is like sub 30.
Yeah.
I'd really like to do sub 30 hours.
I think that's very doable, Jamie.
Well, we just don't know.
You don't know. Yeah. I was saying that pre-injury, it was sub 30.
Yeah.
My race plan has changed slightly, but I think
even that, I think you have a humongous base that you're building off, and you haven't stopped your activity.
No.
It's just about, everyone says it's more important to arrive at the race in one piece on the start line ready to go than it is to come in having hit every single interval training session you ever set for yourself.
Right.
You know, like,
that's right.
So
I'm actually sort of thinking it's taking the pressure off altogether now. It's just no real expectation. And if I can finish this thing and make it an adventure rather than anything else, it might actually work out better for me. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, you can have a better outlook.
Yeah.
Every minute of it.
Yeah.
Because you're not stressed that, like, I should be performing better. I should be ahead of those people in front.
Sure,
You just be going, you know,
I'm lucky to be here.
Reframing what makes it, you know, worthwhile and valuable and a positive experience rather than having these performance-based goals.
Exactly.
And, you know, that's like, you know, as much as I would like to perform relative to my own abilities, like, you know, it's not lost on me how amazing this experience is going to be.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I was saying before I got injured, what a privilege it is to do what we do. And now that means even more to me, because when you get something taken away from you that you love so much I've only been a short period of time. There are people that are injured far longer than I have been. But I think that first run out there, I'm just going to be so much. I think I'll actually hug every tree and kiss every rock.
High-fiving some course markers.
That's right. Because I'm just going to be pinching myself, the fact that we can, appreciate it so much more now.
Yeah.
I thought I did before.
That's what I was going to say. That sense of adventure is what makes it happen. I can't imagine just doing road running. Like, the interval training is as much road running as I'm prepared to do. The rest is going to be on trail.
It's a purpose, and that's it. Yeah.
There's nothing like seeing the sunrise through the trees when you're out just on a bit of fire trail somewhere, or pulling up at a lookout, or
seeing all the animals and stuff as well. Like,
and
that's right.
Yeah.
Hearing the animals.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, don't really see them. We are so lucky, like all of three of us actually, to live where we live.
Oh, for sure.
To have this as our backyard.
Yeah.
What would you say in the Blue Mountains, like specifically for UTMB? Like what kind of training, where will you spend the next?
Well, to be honest, without having been to UTMB, I don't know what the best is, but what's been recommended to me is Perry's Lockleys. So, and not only that, but, you know, just hiking as well as hills, and like downhill durability is almost recommended more than hiking in all the people I've spoken to who have done UTMB or have been around it. So I got two staple routes, which are going to be solitary coal with goat track. So from QVH down Kadumba to the single trail, and then down and up to the coal.
And then come back the same way, or go campground?
Back halfway down the coal, around the campground, and then from the campground, the goat track trail is really accessible. So rather than coming back along and back up the single track. And just a little bit more runnable. Gets it done in a quicker time too. Because I'm trying to on the weekends get home and be around home with the family as well as get the work done. So I feel like that's a better trade-off. Is you know, hiking up the coal and hiking up the goat track is good. And then the other staple one's going to be like down horse track, and then out to Perry's or Lockleys or both, depending on what we're doing, and then back. So
well, unfortunately, they're closing Mount Hay Road for 6 months. So you'll have to be going to Perry's and doing it out and back from Perry's rather than from Lockleys. Yeah.
Which is probably a good way to do it anyway. Finish with the Perry's.
I don't think I've ever ran it from Lockleys.
Neither have I. I've always started it at Perry's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good place for a drop car if you had the opportunity though.
That's right. Yeah. I was gonna do similar, like head out. Down.
It's the best we have.
I think it is. My only concern is, like I said, having that confidence, even just to get down Kadumba. For me, to get to the coal, I'm very happy to do climbing, but I'm a bit downhill conscious at the moment.
I actually remember, and I know the exact point on the Kadumba River single trail down from the in Kadumba there, where I heard your knee go.
Yeah, he was.
Because I was about 20 metres ahead of Annie, and I just heard her, and I was like,
you know what my last words were before it happened? I said, Jamie, I could see him, and I go, how good's this? And then the next step. Anyway.
And then you went on to beat me and win that race.
So it popped during solitary, but then you finished it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, less than 5Ks into my solitary ultra.
So that's when the fracture happened. But, sometimes in the adrenaline and I think it was a blessing that I had a climb to do because then it didn't really start to hurt until the final down to Lyra Creek and Jemison Creek. And then the last bit of the race is all uphill. So it was a better. But, yeah, Jamie was just in front of me and I was like, oh, that hurt. I didn't know to the degree of the injury, but, yeah. Anyway, I think it was a ticking time bomb, to be honest. So I'm not blaming Mount Solitary. Unlike Jamie, Mount Solitary is one of my victory runs. I'm not blaming Mount Sol. But yeah, I might feel a bit differently about UTA. Yeah.
That'll be some redemption for next year.
Yeah. Oh, Mila next year.
Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Mila next year?
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing next year. I've got a number of ideas in the bank, but nothing that is set in stone.
Yeah.
And, some crazy ones, but then I don't know whether I'll just pursue more, competitive racing than crazy feats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you look at things like events that will increase like your index to get that up? Or are you more what appeals to you about the race?
Yeah, no, not index based. If I wanted to do index based, I'd just race Sydney Trail half marathon.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
that has a crazily heavily weighted index.
Yeah,
I've never.
That's worth looking into. That's really worth looking into.
Yeah.
I do see some people and I go, how on earth do they have that that score? And not clearly it's playing the numbers.
Yeah. See, my reason for running Mount Solitary was I was hoping to get my index up before UTA 100 for some reason. I don't know why. I just wanted it to get up.
Well, I think you did that.
Well, ironically, I actually did way better in my result from, even though I won Mount Solitary, in my 21 half at Sydney Trail. My index score was higher for that. So I still struggle to figure it out.
Something going on, but
anyway.
The ITRA score is actually better weighted when it comes to that race.
Yeah, okay.
But back to races upcoming and how I'm choosing them, but just things I'm interested in for sure. UTA is an easy choice because it's local, it's home, it's a home ground advantage. Hounslow for the same reason.
We can train on it.
All these running wild events are amazing, like great practice for racing. They're awesome courses, really
good
well
value
done,
for money.
Great value.
Yeah.
But I'd really like to, I've got, Buffalo and GPT on my horizon. These are the kinds of races I'm really interested in.
What distance would you do at GPT?
Oh, look, I really have a hard time not doing the longest.
The longest?
The longest bit.
Yeah. But then
I get that. Yeah.
But then there's I don't know at this point that I'm really that interested in 200 milers or anything like that.
I think that's that's not like an increase in distance. I think just logistically, it's another world.
Yeah.
Going to 200 miles.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because of the fact that, 200 miles, now you're talking, do we sleep? How long do we sleep? When's the best time to sleep? All of that, which even 100 miler, you might sleep, but it might just be, I'm just really feeling fatigued now. I could 5 or 10 minutes or whatever. I feel better. I mean, I know listening to Rachel.
I know, 17 minutes.
17 minutes over 56 hours or whatever. But there's a lot of people that will do that 200-mile race or those 200-mile races. And they're like, no, I slept for 4 hours or I slept for 2 hours on day 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
And really factor that in.
Yeah. I don't know
it's
about
just very
you.
different. Yeah.
I did not get tired in UTA Mila, as in sleepy, not once.
No.
And I don't know if that was because of the caffeinated gels I was having, but not my body was tired, but not once did I. I was wide awake. I remember at 3 a.m. my pacer Ames was like, "You tired?" And I'm like, "No, I'm just."
Yeah. That's the same for me. I'm just like, we've got a job to do.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine sleeping.
This is a race.
Yeah.
Well, I have slept during milers, but that's
the
first one I just felt really, really sick.
When was that?
And that was Unreasonable East.
Okay.
Yeah, and I
was a particularly
I had
brutal
COVID
mile, right?
and I had
So what was that
influenza
one?
A the week before.
Is that the one that
started Glenbrook, started and ran up to Katoomba and ran back.
So was it back out?
Yeah.
Why did they stop that event?
They only had it for 1 year, and the guy that the organizer,
yeah.
He was from WA,
okay.
so it was logistically it was hard for him to set up.
Yeah.
But then he had issues with local council and things like that, so he only ran it for 1 year. It was a great event, and then he moved it to Cairns.
Oh, okay.
And I think it was in Cairns for 2 years. Okay. Now they don't.
Yeah. Okay. How big was it? 100 miles.
100 miles. Well, they had a 200 miler as well.
In that race?
Yeah.
So where would they go?
They went Megalong. Out.
Wow.
There was planned to go out through Canangra.
Yeah.
And like wild dogs and stuff.
Oh,
and it was just too overgrown because this was 2023.
After the
2022.
Yeah.
22, 23. Yeah. 2022 it was. And and after fires and the guys doing the mapping of the course were like, it's taken us an hour to travel a kilometre,
Yeah.
And it was just so overgrown. There was no tracks whatsoever visible. So it just went like, this is just too hard. So they changed the course. But yes, there was a number of people did that, but you're talking like 4 or 5 days. Yeah. Tom Dade won that, the 200 miler.
Yeah.
Some people were going for 6 days.
What?
Yeah, 6 days to do it,
Yeah, I can't see myself actually laying down and sleeping in, like you said, during a race. Like that just.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like obviously, comes a point. But that's another thing. Like backyard ultras, it doesn't.
Oh yeah.
I don't see. It doesn't appeal to me, and not only that, I can't see myself like running for 40 minutes, then sleeping for 10, then getting up and doing it again. That just seems crazy to be able to put yourself to sleep that frequently for such a short time. Like massive respect to everyone that does it.
Yeah.
But it's not my. I prefer the adventure.
Yes. Yeah. It was a something I had on my bucket list. I don't know.
You do? Yeah, no, you signed up for it.
I know.
Well, you're not signed, you're committed.
No, I know. We did make a page that we would. But my fear now is not having the ability to stop without breaking myself forever.
It's only 6 more Ks.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Back in the hub before you know it.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
All right, so most important question. What's the fit look like for UTMB? Have you thought about best shoes?
No, I'm scrambling.
No?
I'm scrambling that together, Yeah, so I have Rally socks. We'll start there, the Cornerstone.
Yeah. I've actually been wearing them too. They're really good. They've got the toes.
They've been I've been on board with them as an athlete this year.
Yeah.
But I've been using the socks for well over probably about 2 years now.
Yeah.
And been really good.
Yeah.
So that's proven. I've been shopping around with vests, but I haven't found anything that's really appealed to me at the moment. I've got one of the older Salomon Advanced 12s, and that's been such a good thing. I'm just like, I don't know whether I'm just thinking it or if it's like starting to feel a bit thin and like whether it's going to let me down. I don't want to get let down out there more than anything. And then this year I've been running in the On Cloud Ultras.
Oh yeah.
Really enjoy them.
Popular, hey.
Yeah.
Have you found that in here as well?
Yeah. And the Pro.
The Pro, the Pro is the one I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Super comfortable and fast shoe, and so that's what I've been training in. So that's what I plan to take to UTMB as well.
Yeah.
But aside from that, maybe the T8 shorts because they're so useful.
Got to get the T8.
Yeah, and like but for me, like a belt or the shorts, similar, concept.
Yeah.
But I do like the 4-pocket design of the shorts. It's like really handy with drinks and gels and phone and things.
Did you have the Ultra shorts?
I do, yeah. I've actually never had
I've
never had the normal ones, and they're also really good. The Ultras, they're really good for holding your poles. So on my shorter runs, like that solitary coal one, you can nearly get away without a vest.
Yes.
Yeah. Although the vest is good when you're using your poles.
Yeah. So are you going to race UTMB crewed or crewless?
I have a crew coming over. Yeah.
Okay.
So my wife and son are going to stay in Chamonix because until you're 3 years old, you can't go on the buses.
Right. I thought you were just going to say you've got a job for him.
yeah. He's going to watch me.
Yeah.
He's going to
No, but I was thinking,
my legs down.
I was thinking that, like, gee, I hope you're not expecting your wife to, like,
No.
family around and get to all of that stage.
Surprise me.
That would be
She probably would.
Pull it off, I'm
She
sure.
probably would.
But no, so my friend Tim, who has crewed me for UTA Mile last year and UTA this year, is making his own way to France, thankfully.
Yeah.
And he's going to, travel around and crew me at every available point.
So,
yeah,
I
I'm very
have been
lucky.
told, and I've got to work this out as well for my crew, that they can't get to everywhere.
No.
So, got to work out which
only-
one.
Oh, no,
There's
there's
only-
an awful lot of stress.
I'm pretty sure there's only 3, maybe 4 crewed aid stations. So I don't think, even if they can get to see you at various other ones, they're not allowed to do anything. Not allowed to help you.
Yeah.
But, I'm going to do more research. And so that's one of the biggest, things is logistically, how do you carry your nutrition?
Yeah.
So I've been practicing with sugar.
Yes.
And because I could easily carry empty, flasks, dry flasks with sugar in them, that doesn't take up much space,
No,
and
it
I can fill them. And there's water stations every so often.
Yeah.
Or I'm also, experimenting with the NAC nutrition, just because that's what's on course. So if I can make it work, I can
Get
use
used
that.
to it.
But my experiences with NAC in the past has mainly been drink mix, and I haven't enjoyed it.
Yeah, because what UTA's?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. So rather than having to carry everything,
There's 2 sections which are 50 k's with 3,000 meters vert. That could be 8+ hours. And I don't want to carry 20 gels at a time.
you can see he's looked at the cooks. I haven't.
Yeah. So that's why, I'll just see what happens. And that's, again, it comes back to, it's just going to be an experience.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
there's no pressure on a result.
No.
Love to do well for myself.
Yes.
But if I end up eating a bowl of pasta at some of the aid stations, so be it.
Yeah.
That's not a bad thing, is it?
It's not bad.
Yeah. But I'm still a bit worried about, being out on, I've never been out on course for more than 24 hours.
Yeah.
So being out there
That's going to be a new
on an
thing.
adventure for
That's right. In another country, is that?
plus hours could be nuts.
3 other countries.
Yeah.
Do you fear about language barriers or anything like that, or you think it'll be pretty?
I don't know. I'll just work it out.
Won't be a problem.
Nah, not for the race. There's
No.
so many people.
Yeah.
So many languages.
Yeah.
have very few worries in general about the race.
Yes.
My worries are getting hurt, breaking a pole, things like that. Not worried about any of that. Everything else will work itself out. I can go a couple of hours without eating if I have to. That type of thing. We'll work through all of that. But there's things that can't.
Try and avoid that, of course.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So it's potentially 2 nights, isn't it? It is.
Well, it's likely to be 2 nights. Yeah, likely to be into the second night on a
Because
good
we
run.
start at night.
5, 6 p.m.
Yeah.
I think we get a good 3 to 3, maybe 4 hours of sunlight of daylight.
Yeah, they've got a late. Yeah.
Because it's summer.
Yeah.
But then.
Yeah. Because that's something that I've thought about. I'm like, 2 nights.
I'm just going to milk the jet lag.
Well, I reckon it could pay to our advantage because it will be on the other side of the time. Because we're at. Are you arriving the week off?
How many days?
Yeah.
I'm basically just arrive and
Week
drive. I show up I'm in Chamonix from the 26th and I land in Geneva on the 22nd.
So the race is the
24th. 28th.
So it's the Friday.
4 days before the race.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So you should be over it well by then.
Yeah.
Well, I sort of was hoping I might be still on Australian time.
I'm sure you could make it happen if you really wanted to.
Yeah, but you don't want to be...
Yeah.
No.
I'm just the first
With jet lag hits, you don't want to be... I need to sleep for a couple of hours.
I've been nowhere, never experienced jet lag ever. But I was like, maybe it'll work to our advantage. All the Aussies will be super.
Well, it's my first time in Europe as well, so I don't know what to expect with in terms of jet lag,
Jet
as
lag
well.
and altitude. That's the other thing. Yeah.
So
but we've got a really good Louis crew going.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we've already discussed having a meal a couple of nights before. Yeah, I think it'll be great to have that support around. And Tom Payton.
Yes.
So he's going this year. And do you know Ronan?
Ronan,
Yeah. So he'll be there too. That's the sort of like, and then there's other distances as well. Yeah. So it's going to be great.
Yeah, there are more people there to go.
There's a huge crew. Yeah.
When I was looking
Tony and Di.
Yes, they'll be there as well. Yeah. Michael from the Carrington, he and his family go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we're going to have a great time. Yeah. I was actually looking at if I had to medically defer and next year's things. Like we've got another So, but no, I've decided this will be my time. Yeah. Oh, maybe.
Do both.
Have to get some sponsorship.
Put some stones in,
Yeah, that's right. Some races to get some stones.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining with us today.
Yeah.
So we could learn more about you and how the training's going ahead of UTMB.
Yeah. Like you said, we've been wanting to have you on for a while, but it's almost worked out perfect because now we've got all these other stories.
It's nice to come in after having a really good race as well. Yeah.
But, you didn't want to come in the week after Mount Solid.
So I had a bone to pick with Rob for telling me it was going to be an hour on my 6-foot time.
You told me
it was nearly 2.
Where did you get that?
I can't help you guys being so smart.
I was thinking during the race.
Yeah.
Rob,
I should be done by now. Yeah.
You nearly 2.
Yeah. I really dragged it out.
I broke my knee, so I don't know what your excuse was.
No, you won.
Yeah.
But I was looking at the time going 5:15 if I was an hour longer. And no, I was 5:45. But that's okay.
Clearly my 6-foot times are soft.
Yeah.
It's really good at Mount Sol.
Yeah.
Maybe I was.
Try and close that gap next year.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, would you do it again before UTA? Depend what you...
Mount Sol, why wouldn't you?
Well, look, besides the injury, body-wise, I reckon I would have been fine. Did you find that you were fine?
That was the best UTA I've had.
Yeah.
So
that was always my sharpener.
Yeah.
This was my last big hit out
ahead
of UTA.
Yeah.
Makes UTA
100 was to do the Mount Sol.
Yeah.
I don't know how my body would feel different doing the miler 4 weeks
later.
After Mount Sol. But
it depends how you did it, right? If
you
were to cruise Mount Solitary,
you could do it like a training
mini
run.
miler, then you could be right. But it's definitely got that grind factor to it.
Yeah, I would definitely. Every year was the same. 6 foot, March, Mount Sol, April, UTA, May.
And add in the Running Wild Wentworth Falls 16K in February.
That's right.
Great start to the year.
Yeah. And now the Grand Cliff Top.
Yeah, that's a new one. Well, that's an April one, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, that's before Mount Sol. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have that one around.
Didn't have that one around.
Doing that?
No.
Yeah.
Speaking of other events, I'm wearing the Fiery's Climb for MND, so entries are available for people to sign up for that.
Excellent.
So get on board that. That's in August.
It's a great event.
Really great event, great fundraiser.
Yeah.
The cause is incredibly worthwhile. Yeah.
Further steps.
Further stairs, up and down as many times as you want. You can do it once or you can do it more than once.
And I think it's the same weekend as UTMB around. What date is it? It's close.
Yeah, it's close.
Yeah.
They're doing the stairs up for you at the moment, aren't they?
They have improved the stairs,
Is that open?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's off and on.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've seen a couple of stair upgrades. Even in Glenbrook we've had some, which is good. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you again for coming.
Thank you.
And if you guys liked this podcast, please follow, subscribe.
Share it with your friends.
Share with your friends.
Give us a review. We'd love to see more of those. So, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
See you.